It's in my roots to work as hard as I do. Been on the money train looking for more better blues. Them school days, no class act, I was breaking all the rules. Life's a boomerang and I had nothing to lose. Another boy in the hood is how it come across. I feel like Dr. Doolittle, but the money talks. They yelling he got game, I'm not the wonder ball. This just some fresh soul food for every one of y'all. Yeah.
Leave the world behind.
Oh shit.
Let's
Have you seen it,
talk
Game Over,
about
or no?
it.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Game Over. Let's give your opinion. Let's talk to you. What you think?
I think the movie was 7. The ending sucks.
Yeah.
The ending sucks. But the whole concept of the movie, it was a good movie until the end. It should have been a better ending. You know what I mean? But it was definitely, I enjoyed the movie until the ending part of it. Definitely enjoyed it.
What you think, Antonio?
I break down movies all the time, you know what I'm saying? So, I had some issues with this movie. It was very incomplete. And with how I review movies from the next movie, right? I compare that movie to this movie. It don't matter if it's a Marvel movie to a horror movie, or if it's a comedy to a drama or a true story. It don't matter. I rank them all together. And so with that knowledge, this movie had a lot of blank areas that I didn't feel, right? The ending pissed me off as well. But if you go back and pick out the positive stuff, I would say it's a great movie that hopefully you can decide what character you are if shit hits the fan.
Right.
Who are you going to be? What character are you when your power don't work, your internet don't work, you can't go to the grocery store, people shooting and looting and stuff? Which character are you, right? So you can learn from that on what not to do or what to do, right? Get prepared. I think that's one positive thing that I took away. I also took away, this is my interpretation of the deer, right? The deer that kept popping up all the time.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is my interpretation, because I talked to a couple of people and they feel differently about what the deer
we
meant.
were trying to figure that out.
Right. So this is my interpretation of what the deer are. If you take a deer's on the bottom of the food chain, right? The very bottom. People don't get attacked by deer. Deers don't hunt in packs. They don't do none of that. They be eating shrubs, blueberries, and then get cooked up. That's all they do, bro. They the bottom of the bottom, right? Yeah. How I interpreted the deer is they're curious at the beginning. What's going on? All right, let me leave out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all still over here? Y'all good? You know what I'm saying? All right, let me get out of here. The ending to me, when I saw all those deer and then you see the big buck come out, is we got the power now. Yeah. We're not hunted anymore, bro.
Okay.
Y'all as humans are hunted because you have no power now. And literally you have no power, no food, no nothing. Y'all out in the wilderness where we live. Y'all can't survive out here. So that was my interpretation of they was fully loaded. They ready. We could go hunting now. Or y'all not hunting us anymore because we showing our stance, you know. So that, like I said, that was my interpretation of what it was, that nature is going to run this to the end of time. We just a cog in the wheel on that. So that was just my interpretation of it. But DJ, what you think?
What was your thoughts on at the end of the movie, if you didn't know, but what was your thoughts on the end of the movie when it said that it was executively produced by the Obamas, and if you saw what Michelle said today in a sit-down interview. Did you see the sit-down interview?
What did she say? No, I didn't.
So in this sit-down interview, she said that the thing that keeps her up at night is the things that she wishes that she did not know.
Oh, that's a fact.
Being married to...
That's a fact.
A husband who is the president of the United States, and he gets letters, or if he gets something, and he like, and she sees like how that's her husband, so she don't want to ask what it is, but what's up? and he says, "Oh, you know, these countries are going to war. This is what the real stuff is, not the news. This is what's really happening." And then you see that this movie is executively produced by them, and it was so in real, like reality, because I think we can all look at the movie and say,
it's like current time.
I got people who live next door to me that got the guns, and I got guns. I got people that live next to me that support X, Y, and Z. I support whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your thoughts when you hear something like that?
So I go with, think about how many times somebody threatens America every day.
Yeah.
And it's always going to go to the president. Hey, there's a student said he's going to shoot up this school tomorrow, so, you know, we just arrested him for this, right? It's so much negative of protection, and that's going to wear on him and her, right? We just talked about aliens, bro. Area 51 has been, there's really not an Area 51 for years.
Yeah.
They finally, last year, finally said, all right, we're going to talk about the aliens. Yeah, there's some real shit.
Here's
but
whatever
as a president,
files. Yeah.
But as a president, you know that it's really happening. That there's somebody got abducted. Somebody just caught a dead one. Somebody's fighting one. Or they look like a phone. It's an alien really is like a little I don't know, like a R2D2.
It could be anything.
It could be anything, right? But it's like you have the real knowledge, and that's going to wear on you. Number one is knowing that information. And then number two is you can't say nothing. That's the only sounding board is her, Michelle Obama. That's the only person I could tell, right? Yeah. And I low key, this place is bugged, so I can only sign language to her. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that. So I agree with how she would feel. That's gonna be tough for anybody. But my fault. Game over. What you think, bro?
I mean, I like those type of movies because I just want to know what's going on and how to again react if some of this shit was to really happen. I'm gonna be the one. And I forgot the dude's name, who house they went to, and he had the guns, he had everything, he had the, and I also
Kevin
want to
Bacon.
be
Kevin Bacon here.
Kevin Bacon, yeah.
And I also want to be that house, the bunker where she went, and all that shit was there. I want to be in there. You understand what I'm saying? So I do watch them type of movies, and I like them type of movies. I just be wanting to know they getting this shit from somewhere. All of it ain't fake. They getting it from somewhere. So wherever they getting it from, I'm glad you putting it on these TV screens so somebody like me could be like, oh, okay, all right. And I also know not never to buy a Tesla. I'm never gonna buy a Tesla. I'm never gonna buy a Tesla. But then again, it's crazy because the planes was crashing and shit. It was just crazy. It was just crazy. But I'm just never buying a Tesla. I'm never buying a Tesla.
And I take it from and we'll get ready to wrap this up, but I'll take it from the young girl's perspective. Oh, she's not in none of this shit. She doesn't care. All she want to do is be consumed in what's entertaining her.
Right.
What is the world doing right now? We're being entertained. We don't care about, be honest, do we really care about the truth? We might individually care about what's real, but the majority does not care about what's real. She represents the majority. She said, hey, I want to see how Friends ends.
Right.
F whatever y'all talking about. All this plane crash, all the military this, the presidential this, all the food this, that. She didn't care about none of that. She cared about love and hip hop. That's what she care about. And that's a real thing if you actually think about it. That the fake reality to some people is their reality. It's unfortunate, but it is real. We live in fake in I would say not fake, but entertainment. You don't care, or the truth. And what the hell is the truth at this point? That's kind of where I come from.
And to me, I looked at that as being today's generation.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, these kids don't give a fuck. They just want to play their video games. They just want to be on their phones. You can sit there and tell your kid to do something 10 times and he want to be just. So that's how I took that. No matter what was going on, she wanted to do what she wanted to do. She didn't have no time that motherfucking cars was crashing into each other, planes was coming down, the world might be coming to an end. All she knew is that today's generation is she's gonna do what she wanted to do. Now, to me growing up, we was at the end of the day, it wasn't our generation was hell of a different. You know what I mean? Even some of the times when I go back home, I'll be like, there's no real OGs how we had it. Like people taught us from the streets and things like that. Like that kid couldn't have been us. We would have been out there like, what the fuck going on? Like I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
So today's generation is totally different. So I took it as that's just a common generation of what's going on today, which is completely bad. That these kids have no self-awareness about this thing that we call life that's going on. All they want to do is focus on what's in front of them and not what's to the left and what's to the right. And sometimes I say that part of the movie was you can look at that from so many different angles, and I looked at that like that's today's generation. You put a cell phone in a 3-year-old kid, he could work the phone better than you.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's because that's what they into. I ain't give a fuck about no cell phone. You know what I mean?
No.
None of that stuff. I
actually didn't even have minutes back then, bro. I had units.
Man,
I had units. That meant 0.5, don't text no more. 0.5, don't say nothing to nobody.
You have to wait till like 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Wait till 9 o'clock.
Wait till 9 o'clock.
But I like that generational thing. Let's say she represented the younger generation.
Yeah.
And then I think each character represents a form of people out there,
That's right, yeah.
Because if you even take her brother was the one, let's say he was a virgin, right? He didn't live life to the fullest. Then he getting bit, his teeth falling out. He's the one who needs to be taken care of through the whole movie.
Yeah.
Right? So there's going to be people like that who you have to, it's your luggage. Remember, they almost died trying to save him.
Damn right.
They have to barter with Kevin Bacon's character and all that stuff, right? And then you got Mahershala Ali's character who had one mission, but then he was like, well, now I got to be sidetracked. Now I got to find my wife. It's people out there like that. Where my kids at? That's all I care about. I don't care about nothing else. Where's my family member? And then you got the daughter who, she's like, I just need to know the truth. What's going on? That's it.
That's it.
Tell me the truth. We'll maneuver. She ain't scared, but she want to know the truth. Then you got Jodie Foster's character who wilding out on everybody. So I like that everybody has like their own little genre.
Everybody has their thing.
Everybody has their thing. And I think that's real life, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody's going to handle different. So I'm with you, man.
Absolutely.